First down, Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to win.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time. But then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll go with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Now Pena following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Ryan Suckup on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 8. At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Winston to give, it's Kamara. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The gun. It's a run for Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
15 more yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady to throw again. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
And 2 at the Buccaneers' 3-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play, brings up 3rd down.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Rico Gafford, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. The interception in the red zone. Costly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got Miller. And he's got some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Succop for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Winston. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to Mercedes.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
First down, Saints.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Play action now. Winston. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Saints first down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The final shot before half for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Rico Gafford taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less of...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
It is good.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
48-yard line.
Brady to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
3-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
45 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Throwing, Winston. Buying time to his left. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. They go play action. Winston flushed out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw again. Winston being hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Alabama.
Again, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Brady now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
63.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up.
And now here is another interception.
Brady's pass.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Lucky. Wait. Tight dog.
From the gun, Winston eluding the pressure right. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Out to his left. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Winston. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 70, Buccaneers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I want that.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, the win means they'll finish